Again Sports, your latest and authentic sports channel.
Yes, the Phobians, yes, Yesia Yache Yeba, Yesia Yache, pa. Now, Absafo, and never be team commanded their first folk team. Now, any comodiano and 70 beer, Matitano, Yababi D. Nemum, and then comodiana Yababi Dino. May here inclusion. Comodiana Yababi Dino. Na comodiano aqua jena say. Temiye pa. Me here also wa dwenchre. Comedian ya babedino because en semni bi wo ho a e wo se we do message at the to comment section na say. Na you to me say di komo. E bi fa transfer no ho. Me tin sem bi. Ana fe yesan so babedi komo de afa nyame ya atoma e dachena gamer e ba so against young apostles. Folk our class sports stadium against young apostles. Yababi doing so kobo. Now I was from 10 times lo ye show ko be dey na say. 10 times ye show ko be dey na say. Na you know come on emfa infil. Now before no mama share same fan feel training grounds. I was from nyame atoma. Ghana Premier League match week 28. Mama chassis, yeah, yen chassis say. Mama for Ghana Premier League week 28 the fan chassis. Now what do me say? And nanke was see a gamer ese baso. Wonders. And no hoy. Hoy for ne say, Omo Ghana Premier League ni bio. Inti no man to me and show up and conquer kind. Week 28 nanke was a baso. Love Wonders NFA Hoy United. Now Wonders and 3 points plus of 3 goals and so nyame ya doma any day team and the team and so the bechem our dana for CG Abo Park bechem and Mediama Sporting Club and airball adechia matches na kanu ebe to aso na se na be kwakoye but Sekoli Stars and Karela and Babo All Blacks and Dream Service. Maybe any Ghost Stars, any Nation Service, Panto Hearts of Lions, any Vision FC, Hands of Oak, Ayababe Domon Como, any Young Apostles, Chelsea, Become Chelsea near Diana Stars, and if in Yamaya to my Monday, Kotoko, and a Samates. Now, I was a 4 of them more training grounds, when I'm saying, and Eman Koye and Fama Sofoki Timno. Before they have the folk, everybody feel a class sports stadium. Not believe in you, say, and Emma Enkoye, performance and Enkoye, Dawson and Dawson, because game against Baby and the Ghost Stars, I was at the stadium against Baby and the Ghost Stars, Hans the folk and the Ghost Stars, about 2-2. Name and when they acquire NC selection, after the NC selection, and I'm a pay hotel be die at the chair and in the Korea game, maybe. Game ne koye 2-2. Eno na hanse folk emu wonom di gina so a ekopie mo legon na ene legon fo no sise boy. Hanse folk ekopie mo legon no. Na enima koye o. 4 matches 3 matches continuous. Hanse folk ewini ni na. If I may remember, manye production but if I may remember, hanse folk eche vision 1-0. Hanse folk eche Nation Service so ho. And a Hans folk share another team. Mon fan cheme de manye production but matches ni bia. Mekai eno. Hans folk wini ya. The last 3 matches kai and if you draw bechem Chelsea Baseke. That team ni ball draw. And the team na sounds back. Hans folk back sports stadium. Draw no asha say sounds eba. First game against All Blacks and near them say bia ekonimdi beba no ni asa to apapa so has the folk team na asa to apapa so when they are the NT no 80 enay 20 guns air course abusa for senate here technical team no adwuma wo adwuma do mu ye bi pa e players no when him say akade na coach Didi Dramani wo no eno ano wo. Na after season no NNA when heading ne sika $150,000 you know Hansfok ebetua announce stone ebe konko ho a eno na be kire say the technical team of Hansfok ebetua before the squad and me chidi say squad is say answer na better than ho ebe din e de ama coach ne say next season obetu so the team no aye adwuma say team no ankwan kotua $150,000 na eta ho a also mutua edema we the heading car enei wadi team no akwa pie mu awo court ameta tabon etumi sa ba beto team ne so omo entua sika na Hansfok entua sika na next season ebe edin edema coach Didi Dramani and Hansfok team na nkasa aso say team no betumi a compete in the Ghana Premier League so far because now akadie na wo ho no akadie na wo form individual qualities ni bi wo ho a eyo players me say Abdul Karim according to me Karim Rafeal Amponsah Henry Kwaku Boateng Ali Mohammed Kevin Assibey they are okay and I say they are okay here left back one a omutu ne de solid o that's for the Mensa NFA Baba Demo aya na me promo bobo no NFA right back no so me promo bobo Emmanuel Amankwa giant guy no NFA Amankwa be fi me Hansfok team no so we check here it seems the defense need dey okay because that is why they are not conceding. That is why Hansfok is not conceding. Etimi de me when say defense and a defensive wise in there coach Didi Dramani aye ho adwuma yie pa why ho adwuma because ene wo check season a Hansfok etumi a concede goals a Hansfok a concede any Hansfok a concede 11 goals and Hansfok a concede and wa share 19 goals you see watching 19 goals and we concede 11 and Hansfok our plus of 8 it will check here in terms of Ghana Premier League so far Hansfok is the only teamer and they are the first teamer oma concede lesser goals in the league meaning say defense of Hansfok juma the goalkeeping department as well juma the goalkeeping department as well juma goalkeeper Benjamin Asari goalkeeper Solomon Agbesi omo juma but enfin fi ho no enfin fi ho enye too bad but emo hie once we check here Abdul Karim no oye passer controller how to give a pass is the guy and it the Abdul Karim Sajuma no eno no ye but in Hansfok team no you need defensive midfielder bia why 30 works at the team no so then hold to form because now player yenim so no the bad team at the Hansfok no I have Rafeal Amponsah one so no entertainer midfielder because honestly very skillful sebo ne be kala Rafeal Amponsah ne nsa how we be a control ball how we be a jiball no when you dirty DM what check DM now David upon Afrani he is also a defender central defender coach Didi Dramani and the technical team no atoya converting the number DM I ne ono so tun so bebo DM no but so we check here David upon Afrani jebo you could see say defensive wise in onimu because ono wanye dirty works yamfu yam to from any ball yam aggressive onimu ye player and kabe kasi no onimu ye no the technical team no ensheda enye adwuma won ho ye temi ye pa omo ensheda anye no adwuma won ho ye player ni dedi Rafeal Collinson and American ho asem no on se Collinson no Rafeal Collinson no onye player obetumi akase ono no se yam pass pepa dabi Rafeal Collinson onimu ye enya ne de no on ne de no so dirty works but na adie kakra was technical team no ɛyɛ ɛwɔ ho a sana nka season no ahyɛ ase ɛno no na nka sɛ ɔmo yɛ adwuma wɔ no ho na nka wɔ sɛ ɔmo tumi ɛyɛ adwuma wɔ no ho but ne nyina mu ɔmo ntumi anyɛ adwuma wɔ te Flas Collins ho ɛmɛ nei deɛ ɛrekɔ so no ɛno a ɛna ɛrekɔ so ɛwɔ Hasselhoff team no mu now sɛ wo check attack na Hasselhoff attack no sɛ wo check a ɛbɛsɛ for form ne form na wɔn a mɛka ho asɛm nyinaa ɛnso ɛne sɛ now the attack is Frankaboa Duku Hamza Isa. These are the two typical strikers in Hasselhoff team no mu wingers no is the only thing in so wingers no entumi enye emma team na nkasa enso mfaso no ene say he ade we makon technical team na chira still na ade emfa he when the last time se Hasselhoff winger bi watwea ba be do abeto maybe in the left maybe in the right so wabo akele ahye ever since the season started me who be Sawinga match ball match baako mienu abeda ni nifa so abeda ni bonkon so yen Kelly bi nhyɛ no 18 year boss na chi no player no otumi ye bi but oya ne number Martin Kakari was the only player na otumi twe atwe no was shoot to be but when they bounce no for the enemy wingers no but they are not shooting Mawuli wa yo betumi atwea wono so atwea 18 year boss na chi no he wants to say what the ball ni be with them or so the ball ni 18 year boss in but no sometimes they have to shoot player me won say wo shoot to be na do be me fair David Opanflane only they do baby I no shoot to be but you who shooting attack no form Henry Kokupuatin so na Juma because he's a young player 18 years so he's doing his best 18 16 17 years but a Juma kakao but mechanic say coach in the next season strikers ba onye ho Juma but enei transfer no mahu ni say ne kobodi na mpese ye na yedi no ebi na yedi ampese nso de message nso ba no de also hu team ne ho ayenkoyi a ufi say eye best way say technical team no team na nkasa nso ye ho adwuma do comment de to a ye be de nkomo me ba ade be hia no ye be de nkomo after the game no maybe be fine me trans say game no memo anya bia hwe live here ti yenhwe se wo check here asemo Hasselhoff transfer no senator si se menya nte say me kan say enana social media no so enana social media say Hasselhoff EP with the formation of All Blacks post match Hasselhoff coach Didi Dramani koyeye against All Blacks no I didn't say Central Fubusani say na onya striker we are opana I'm also giving a comment after that a lot of people make key comment near the other but the attorney say scan the omunye try but technical team no a list of players are omo ebehia omo ye ni 90 immediately after the season no ombechia MD technical team ebechia MD omo hye ni wi a ekomedie be koso how ensisan ya I was say be team na I was say no ebeye but don't forget to say how a coach Didi Dramani the person about the ball enye some players e wo enye omunie inti squad no a lot ebe film players maybe they na be film now after the season no mama update about everything in the team how a team in the direction be sibi afa how a niema be sibi asesa no me de ni na beba ti nyabe ya toma ma bobo Rudolph ane other strikers ne nema no munyanto boase coach ne de oya na list technical team ne ye o ma list anyame ya toma between the akwa empty na MD nso ahwe na fidi bia etumi nso aye fine enso ho ye bom paye se nema ebetumi nsafa ediama hasifo kitim no nyame ya atoma hasifo kene young apostles ena eba bebo. This is a gamer our team no mo fa bibia anto nchen ma mo fa bo ni enkwada mo nse na kotokonso nkohye na bob teams enko anim hanse ne kotokon empeja na ka league baby adui ka bi kotokon 49 na hanse 48 ana kotokon 48 na hanse so 49 na yehu how the league is competitive, but now no bob teams never fa the technical team need omo your management nyame ya atoma that na me game na eba so has folk and young apostles na eba so na technical team need ya adwuma bibia betu say fine squad ni na available mu training Benjamin Asawi mu na training kama iti nyame ya atoma technical team na mo ya adwuma yi Solomon Akwesi yes mon try say mo be sisane na young apostles there mo for ma chin ka form na nkudibdi no intumi so emla because the other team they expected the film ho against All Blacks no mo ntumi and danedi and farm chita for na do be kwa na bufu aye de aba there be ni kwa se ba ne sa because supporters ni hu ni say Kotoko has folk supporters na hu ni say Okweshia team it is a young apostles. All Blacks. Honway. Any other teams, don't expect any supporter to come to stadium. I am a Jumane Dion. Jumane Din. You show team Pana Kofia, Quanco, 292. You show team. Now, so if you stadium more, Akofia. Sometimes also we can thing. Utu na kwentu, ukwenko, uti uhonso enje. It's not easy. It is a way team, we a player, ne selected. Eko jina gopamando say, you are the part of the loving squad. And then line up eko starting game now. Try and do your best as much as possible. Because we supporters, we journalists, sometimes all of us, we have a team to support. Aya na adwuma na de kotoko asefok mama dem also na na wan ko inform abusa for na squad ni available possible lineup na bibia and because me person game we there yenya tie abusa for technical team na de omo ye adwuma training ground so training hard training na ekoso but enema ba ko me ni bi na person hwe with team no mo do ba bia esa kwa no abempa hey asebo nyame ne hene mo de mo mi ehwe said the season be wi ya makotoko na asefo kina nyame ya adoma ya ho de babusa for how you born again sports subscribe like and share na fi YouTube so enter in comedy so God bless you for watching nyame ya adoma be share bye.